Hey everybody, Dan here. Before I get into the video, I just hit 500 subscribers and I'm currently collecting questions for a Q&A. So if you want to know something about me or my content, feel free to leave a question in the comments or join the Discord server, which I recently launched. There'll be a link to that in the description. Also, I apologize, some of the shots are going to be a little shaky. I forgot to turn motion stabilization on, so have fun getting vertigo watching. Hey everyone, Dan here. Southwest DC outside of the Waterfront metro station. See that Safeway back there? I think we're gonna have an easy Dr. Pepper test later. Anyways, I'm doing a station review. Waterfront Station is in like the heart of downtown DC. It's a couple blocks south of the National Mall. This is where it's all happening at. It's also really close to the wharf. You can catch ferries over to Georgetown, Alexandria. There's a lot of high-class shenanigans that go on over there. We'll take a peek at that here in a bit as well. This is the Waterfront Metro Station, located on the Green Line of the DC Metro. It's an island platform station with a half mezzanine located in the heart of downtown DC, only a few blocks from the National Mall. The station sees 2,500 daily riders. It has a single entrance at the corner of 4th and M Streets Southwest. The station used to have a suffix from 1997 to 2009 being called Waterfront SEU, and there's still some old signage that says that. The SEU stood for Southeastern University, which closed in 2009. The station opened on December 28, 1991. However, construction started on it in 1985 and was finished in 1987, but the opening was delayed for a few years due to complications with construction on the other parts of the Green Line. It's an interesting story, but a story for another time. Bike friendliness off the bat, already getting really good points. There's a Capital Bike Share station right there. 2 of them with a ton of bikes. There's a few around here. I'm like right next to a bike lane. It's pretty good. Urban stations tend to not have the bunkers, I've noticed. Those do take up a lot of space. Even then, that's not always the case. Private bike parking, I don't know. We'll take a look around, see if we can find something. You gotta love the rental mopeds just sitting out all over the place. A couple racks over here, not nearly sufficient, but there might still be more around. A lot of seating out here. Oh, it might be starting to rain. That's fun. I'm out here pretty early. It's like 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's starting to rain. It's going to be fun. Got to the elevator over there. I don't know if they're doing anything to this big empty lot. There is more parking over there. There's no car parking, it's an urban station. There's also like no proper bus bay. They just kind of run on the street around here, don't really need it. This area across the street looks interesting. This is a festival space. I think I've seen some stuff going on over here. In my opinion, even though there are some little bike racks here and there, it's Capital Bike Share. Actual bike parking over here for like your own bike is inadequate. Not like a farmer's market. Yeah, just an event space it looks like. Oh, this doesn't appear to be open yet. This might be replacing that one. I don't know which one of those would be a better spot, honestly, because that one's right off the path, but it's kind of in the way. We can go take a look over at the wharf. Kind of like this classy marina sort of area, right off the Potomac. Here we are, a couple blocks down at the wharf. It's not a particularly beautiful sunny day out. drizzling a little bit as I speak, but still a nice area anyways. Arena stage at the Mead Center. I don't know what this building is. Can you tell I don't live in the city? Nice little area, but I remember there was a donut shop around here that was like insanely expensive. Like, really, bro, it's donuts. They're charging me like $4 for one. Definitely a lot of very modern, somewhat experimental architecture around here. I imagine these apartments or condos or whatever are gonna run probably about $3,500 a month. That sounds about right. And around here we're still seeing separated bike lanes. I'd say a pedestrian focused road. I don't see many cars coming down here. It's a nice area, too bad it's exorbitantly expensive. That's loud. Composed of sugar skulls and leftover Halloween decorations makes sense. It is Dia de los Muertos after all. Filmed this on November 1st. I think theoretically speaking, vehicles are allowed here with limited access. There's like some utility vehicles and stuff, but this is mostly just a pedestrian space. Like, we do have a truck over there, but it's like a utility truck of some sort, I think. Gordon Ramsay restaurant. Yeah, it's a classy area. You know, it's low class if it's a Guy Fieri restaurant. Vending machine check. There's Dr. Pepper in that vending machine. There's like a little boardwalk over here. I didn't know about this. I've got an electric scooter and what appears to be a sacrifice pit. Yeah, that makes sense. Pretty much all the interesting areas of the wharf, at least. I'm gonna head back to the station now. All right, we're starting the test at 7:09 and 15 seconds. Let's go get a Dr. Pepper. Put some fun on. See that Safeway back there? I think we're gonna have an easy Dr. Pepper test. Like to open? Thank you. 110 aren't any in the coolers up front, so I'm going to have to go a little deeper into the store here. Man, this store set up weird. Bingo. Oh boy, I don't think they just have the single serve. Of course not. Gonna get these little minis, I think. Yeah, that works, that works. Out at 7:14 and 30 seconds. Let's start the rankings. Architecture. The architecture at Waterfront is pretty average. There's nothing special here. I do like the half mezzanine. It gives a great view of the platform below, but the station's pretty average. C tier. Access. This station is really easy to get to. There's only one entrance, which is a bit of a shame, but it's not way off to one side of the platform, so it's not a huge deal. There's very easy pedestrian and bike access, and no long underground tunnels or absurd escalators. The elevator is also in a pretty good spot. There's no parking, but I don't think that's really necessary here and would just be a detriment. Anyone coming to the station isn't going to be driving anyways. A tier. Connections. Waterfront is only on the Green Line, though it is walking distance to L'Enfant Plaza, which has every line except red. Not going to give it points for that, though. While no buses stop at Waterfront, the 74 and P6 stop very close by. The V4 and 52 are a short distance away. The circulator also stops here, but the circulator dies soon, so no points. The A6 and A8 night buses stop here, so that's good bonus points. There are a few commuter buses from MTA, OmniRide, and Loudoun County Transit that stop here as well. There's not a lot of transit connections, but that's fine since this area is incredibly well served by Metro. A tier. Vibe. The vibes around here are really good, but I wouldn't quite say top tier. It's really close to the wharf, the National Mall, and a ton of museums. The station is also quite close to Nationals Park and gets a lot of its overflow traffic on game days. I wouldn't say S tier, but I think it's deserving of an A tier. Land use. It is an urban station. It has lots of essential and recreational shopping immediately nearby. High-density housing, entertainment options. I really don't think many stations are going to get better than this. Not many, but some. A tier. Amenities. The station itself has no extra amenities. Reliable public restrooms are difficult to come by in this part of DC, but the Southwest Library may be a pretty good choice, or staying on an extra stop to L'Enfant Plaza. There's plenty of restaurants and stores nearby. B tier. Bike infrastructure. It's not Dutch, but for North America, this is basically a cyclist's paradise. Low traffic and pedestrian-friendly spaces with ample separated bike lanes make this area truly incredible. It is lacking bike parking, however. I don't know how much this area really needs a huge quantity of it, but it was visibly lacking. If there are bike bunkers, I couldn't find them. Capital Bike Share is like literally right outside of the station, which isn't always something that you see. A tier. Averaging everything together, this is going to be the first A tier station, meaning that Waterfront, at the time of publishing, is the best station on the DC Metro. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more DC or transit or urbanism based content. I'll have a 500 subscriber special coming out soon. I got other projects in the work as always. The next station review should be on Washington Dulles International Airport, which is going to be an interesting one for sure. But do you know what else is really interesting? The subscribe button.